I found this amazing apple recipe and I can't wait. Hang on. Hey Google, are apples keto?
They say an apple a day may keep the doctor away, but it really has no place in the keto diet.
What? I wanted to make an apple pie today, guys. Okay, fine. Let me see if there's any keto-friendly berries in my fridge. Where's the berries? Spinach? Mushroom? Spinach and mushroom? I mean, these mushrooms don't look perfect, but I guess they can go into a pie. And these spinach looks like they are salvageable. What do you guys think? Should we make a keto spinach and mushroom pie? Is it gonna taste as nice as an apple pie? I don't know, you tell me, huh?
Okay. Alright, so now we need to slice 250 grams of mushrooms, or about 9 ounces. I tried to dust them nicely, but who am I kidding? I'm not Julia Child. Okay, so just slice them and move on with your life. Now we need to soften them. If you're doing a keto version of this recipe, feel free to use butter with the mushrooms, but if you're looking to keep it low cholesterol and a PSMF version of it, use spray oil like I did. There's no need to cook them for long. Once they start to soften, you can remove them right away. They will keep cooking in the bowl anyway from the residual heat. It's now time to soften the spinach. If you were using butter prior with the mushrooms, you can add some more now if you want, or you can wipe the pan clean before spraying it with oil again. And actually, I even splashed the pan with some cold water in order to reduce the heat of the pan, because if you were to spray it again with oil, you will actually be breathing burnt oil, and we don't want that. So same thing applies here for the spinach. We only need to soften them a little bit and they'll keep cooking from the residual heat in the bowl. Okay, time to make the body of the pie. We'll need 4 egg whites or 8 tablespoons, 200 grams of cottage cheese or 7 ounces, and then we'll juice half a lemon and then we'll add it to the mixture. Now here comes the nutmeg. I'm kind of a nutmeg fanatic, so I went to town on this one, but you can add as little or as big of a pinch as you'd like. Notice that I haven't added any salt or pepper here. I'm watching my salt intake, but you can add salt here if you like normal saltiness in your dishes. If you use salted butter in the mushroom or spinach, though, you might want to watch how much salt you're adding right now, because you don't want to oversalt your dish, obviously. Once you figured out how to mix the whole thing without splattering your kitchen, it's time to build the pie. I noticed that the taste of silicone transfers to the food when I use these silicone molds, so I'm using a parchment paper to help avoid that. Here, as you can see, I'm using the old technique of crunching up the paper before shaping it into the mold. Okay, let's layer it up. First layer is half of the egg mixture. Second layer is the mushrooms. Now you'll notice that the mushrooms have released their liquids when they kept cooking, so be sure to exclude the liquid when you're adding them to the pie. Otherwise, the pie will become soggy, and no one wants that. Then comes the spinach layer, same thing with the liquid here. And finally, we have to top it up with the remaining eggs mixture. Finally, top it up with a layer of cheese. You can use vegan cheese here and in the egg mixture if you want to keep this low cholesterol and anti-inflammatory. But I used a little bit of cheddar. Yes, it has a bit of cholesterol, but I guess I'll live. If you're doing a keto version, you can add as much cheese as your heart desires. Finally, this goes into the oven at 190 Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit for about 50 to 60 minutes, depending on how strong your oven fan is. Okay, here comes the fun part. Let's try and taste this. I gotta be honest with you guys, it's actually really tastes nice. If you guys are into spices or into herbs, whatever, feel free to add as much herbs as you want into the egg mixture. But keep in mind that little goes a long way, so don't overdo it with the spices. Otherwise, if you want to keep it as is, I really like it the way it is. Does it taste like an apple pie? I don't think so. Hey, what do you guys think? Should I venture on the wild side and try to make an apple pie anyway?
Get over it, Maha.